want to see you. All right. Okay, Brian. Okay, you gotta stay down, you guys. Good evening, Patriots. Dan Dubois, Canadian Combat Coalition. We're also known as C3. Please bear with me as I adjust. And I'm going to invite some people. Okay, so this is an impromptu video, and it's the first of a series of videos that we're going to be doing. And what they are, in essence, are videos that I'm going to be doing, trying to get people to know our C3 members. Sorry, I'm being distracted by these mongrels here. But so I'm starting off the series with our Ontario president, Dan Unrau. Many of you already know Dan, but for those of you who don't, Dan has been a member of C3 pretty well since the beginning, since the new C3, since we got rid of that Ryan character and started actually making progress in the right direction. Dan and many others, Roger Rowan and Bruno Forrest and many around the Sudbury area were the first Ontario members. So, okay, Bron, you gotta stay down, bud. Stay down. Stay down. So this is, like I say, the first of a series of videos introducing the C3 members to you, the great patriots that support us. So with that said, Dan?
Well, all I got to say is that Dan's our talker. I'm not a very political person. Get fired up when I hear what's going on with our country, and pisses me off. But I got a lot of support for our vets. My brother had lost his life to PTSD 3 years ago. He was a 20-year with the PPCLI or whatever it is, and so I have a lot of backing for our vets. Try to support them because they're getting a raw deal. Like we got to stand up and take care of ours.
That's the vest that Dan is actually wearing. It's Honor Our Canadian Soldiers vest. It's a group of people that actually help support the veterans and more precisely those with PTSD. I'd like to also say that I've known Dan. We've known each other, what, 20 years?
It's about 25 years.
Yeah. Long time. We were always good friends, but since we got into C3, we've become brothers. I talk to Dan almost daily, and we see each other often, weekly, and I'll tell you, it's a great thing to join such a good patriotic group and to be surrounded by people that think like you.
Hey, great bunch of people. Like it's another family.
Yeah.
Too bad Roger couldn't be here. He likes to do live videos as well. He couldn't make it tonight.
Yeah, we're teasing because Roger Rowan doesn't like to do videos. But don't worry, Canada, you're going to get to meet Roger Rowan. What I do with Roger is I go visit the guy, and when he's not looking, I turn the live video on and I go, Raj, we're live. And then he can't back out. And he's a great guy, very personable guy, but he just doesn't like these, scheduled broadcasts. He says, Dan,
he's got lots to say about the movement, and he reads up on it quite a bit.
Yeah, if anybody
unlike myself.
Well, if anybody follows the group, Roger's probably one of the top posters, eh?
For sure.
He's probably the guy that posts the most, and probably the guy that's actually spreading Facebook awareness. Roger is a true patriot. I met him. I didn't know Roger 2 years ago. I met him at a rally in Toronto, and he's become a great friend. Me and Dan, we drive out there all the time. We go visit the guy, and that's the great. Okay, Mark, I told you I was doing a video at 8, so we're on live. Don't call me. Just join the video. I'm sure, I don't know if you're on there yet. I probably didn't send you an invite because you didn't pop up on the list, but that's Mark Dixon calling, another C3 member. So you've lived in Sudbury pretty well all your life?
Yeah, all that, yeah.
You were born and raised here in Sudbury?
No, I was born in Saskatoon. And then I came here when I was about 3 years old.
Huh.
Been here ever since.
See, didn't even know that about you. And you're in the union, and you do what for a living?
Labor, I'm in charge of a demolition crew and just work hard at wrecking things. Good at it.
You know what? I think that's a story of Dan's life. Works hard at destroying stuff. Yeah, I'll tell you, that's he's like our local tow truck. If there's anything heavy to lift or a fridge to move or something, get Dan to do it. Not a problem. I've known Dan, like I say, for a better part of maybe 25 years, like he says. And we met because we're not in that big of a town out here. And he knows everybody I know, and we kind of met through the grapevine.
Friends of friends.
Yeah. And I always liked Dan's character, He's a very easygoing, nonchalant guy that he doesn't get mad often. And when he does, well, you're best advised to just get out of the way.
Call a spade a spade.
Yeah, and that's another thing. That's why Dan is such a great member and a leader in C3, is that he doesn't sugarcoat stuff. Dan's got something to say, he'll tell you. He is absolutely a straight shooter. And, if I was to support somebody's character, I'll tell you, Dan is a character that I would support because he really cares about Canada. He really cares about his fellow friends and Canadians. And, his brother, a great, great guy. Another local, basically a local hero, that dude. And,
he was born and raised in Sudbury.
And he was your younger brother, eh?
Yeah.
And he served where?
He was in Edmonton. He was in Afghanistan for 8 months, and he was in Bosnia for, I can't remember, the Bosnia tour and the Cyprus tour.
And he was in the army for how long?
20 years.
So he was a 20-year veteran.
Yeah. No, 20 years in there. He wasn't a veteran yet. He just got his release date of September 22nd of 2015. And he ended his life July 1st of 2015 on Canada Day. A very patriotic person. He was sending the country a message. He told me many times he didn't like the direction our country was going in. And who knows, the stuff that they see overseas and whatever we couldn't even imagine, and then just something I want to say, I hear, like, there's been a little bit of shit, or a lot of shit said with this Ryan character. People are saying how it's childish, this and that. Yeah, you're right, it's childish, but it's not your brother. I says, whenever something's said up to me, I'm just defending, and the guy should just keep the military out of it because...
Yeah, we should clarify that Dan is under constant attack from Ryan. Ryan's actually been attacking all the members of C3, and for no good reason. None of us deserve such attacks. We're all good people. Nobody's done anything criminal. Nobody's involved in any type of criminal behavior like Ryan is fabricating, because it's total crap. This guy just spews lies. I swear to God, it must be related to Trudeau, this dude.
But bring him on, I don't run.
I'll tell you something, and he uses tactics just like the left. He can't substantiate anything he says. I'd like to see any kind of evidence to any of the allegations that Ryan has made, and that's why 99.9% of everybody that knows C3 knows us to be a good group, and know that Ryan has
all bullshit.
He has true mental illness. Like, what kind of man-child after almost 2 years can't get over getting thrown out of the group? And that is Ryan's only beef with C3. Because C3 has done nothing to merit any kind of allegations that Ryan's fabricating, like calling us molesters and stuff. He's like the left, you know. When they have no evidence and they don't have any concrete argument, they fabricate stuff. And he's fabricating stuff just like being called Nazis and stuff. He calls us Nazis. You know, he's made memes of C3 logo, which he's using illegally, by the way, with a swastika on it, attached to it, you know. Listen, anybody wants to know what C3 is about, you go under About on our page, and it's a public page, Canadian Combat Coalition National. That's the only page sanctioned by C3, except for when they started another page in Alberta. It's called Alberta C3 Hang Around with Win May, or Win May Hang Around. So that's another page that's legit, because there's another guy we should mention, Whitney. Most everybody in Alberta knows Whitney, a real great patriot. Does he deserve to be attacked by Ryan?
Not at all.
You know, like, no. You know, Ryan has clearly lost his mind because he attacked us for a year and a half. Then 2 weeks ago, he said he took over C3 Club, that we were unsanctioned, and he took over. I don't know how he does this. He must be a magician or something. But he took over the club, and we were all unsanctioned, and he was recruiting for C3. And he took a sticker, like the lame brain took a sticker and stuck it to the front of a hat. I still can't get over that part. And then he said, yeah, I'm C3. No, this is the C3 hat, ladies and gentlemen, okay? It's not that sticker stuck on a hat and now all of a sudden you're a C3 guy. No. Well, that's what he did. And he started recruiting for C3. And I guess when he failed at that, because everybody knows he's not C3, he's not involved with C3 whatsoever, and he got a poor response. He even put the idiot put his phone number out there so people could phone him and abuse him. After a while, I guess he saw he wasn't succeeding, so now he's back to bashing C3 again. So he bashes us, then he says he is us, and he's trying to recruit for us, then he bashes again. You know what, Ryan? Since you attack us, I'll tell you, we grow and grow, because it only proves to people, because what they do is they do their due diligence. And they look into C3, because they wonder about these allegations that Ryan's making. So they look into C3. And I get the same response. They go, hey, we like what we see. We like what you guys stand for. We like what you guys do. And what do? They join our group. So Ryan, thanks. Again, your middle name must be backfired, because he tried to throw me out of the group and he got thrown out of the group. He tries to start, I think he's on his fourth group there, PPCW, and there was NAF before that.
He's a cancer.
Well, the guy's got mental illness, it's obvious. I mean, everybody we talk to, you know, all the people out west, everybody, nobody supports him whatsoever, and they all say the guy's got issues, man. Like terrible, terrible mental issues. And I know people are tired of hearing about him, but he won't give up. So you know what? You attack us, we will defend. And Ryan, please prove some of the allegations you make against C3. He's saying, he put out a memo out there that Dan preys on young girls. You know, we were just talking, private conversation a while ago. Dan's telling me, well, you know, I don't like young girls. And it was totally not even on this topic. We were just talking, we're looking at photos and that, and this young girl, and he's, you know, I don't even look at young girls. We're in our 50s, okay? We like women. It's a big difference.
Don't look at them either.
You know, and yeah, it's not like we're predators or whatsoever. It's hilarious, the fabrications that Ryan has come up with. I mean, this guy doesn't have a job.
And I talked with his girlfriend. I told her that, and that's what he's putting out there. I said, I'll protect you from him. Just get away from him. But we should change the topic anyways.
Yeah, well, you know what? We don't know if she's still going out with him or not, but she does talk to you, and she has revealed some things about
She said,
that he does have mental issues. She says it herself. I mean, how else? The guy was convicted of a battery or whatever against 2 separate women, 2 separate counts. He was under house arrest. He couldn't meet the conditions of his house arrest, and he was consequently jailed for a month because he breached his rules of staying home. You know, and if that were you, wouldn't you just like crawl under a rock somewhere and try to disappear? But no, Ryan's out there banging his drum and look at me, look at me, look at me, and trying to do events that he couldn't even attend. He was creating events not long ago. He's stuck at home under house arrest and creating events, and I kind of teased him about it. I says, hey bud, like you're creating events, can't even attend. He said, well, I got suckers to do that for me. That's what he thinks. I got the patriots, he says, all those suckers, he goes, they do my dirty work. Like, this guy is a real piece of work, I'll tell you. And you don't believe, go to Patriot Pride Canada-wide, his page. Go to his page, and you'll see it's nothing but slander. It should be reported. It should be taken down. I'll tell you, if Facebook is against slandering people and putting out stuff against attacking people and stuff or what have you, why aren't they closing this page? Why hasn't Patriot Pride Canada-wide been shut down? I mean, come on.
When he makes his attacks as well, it's half the time when I read it, it's things that he's done to us that he's saying we've done to him. You know, and it's just... Yeah,
that's another fact. Yeah, he does stuff to us, and then he accuses us of doing it. I'll tell you, this guy, the way he thinks and stuff, real piece of work. So anyways, I don't know, you guys got any questions to ask Dan while we got him here? I'm going to see what some people are saying here there. Unknown comic, I'm the unknown patriot. Oh, you're funny, Ryan. Roger. Rogers, remember the unknown comic? He says, I'm the unknown patriot. Yeah, Roger says you want to meet him, you got to go to a rally and meet him. You're too funny.
And he's at all of them.
John,
most of them.
They are comfy, these chairs, John Barassa. Let's go to the beginning here. Let's see what people are saying. I like seeing what people say, and I like to respond well. So Gina, Isaac, Jane, hi, how are you? Winnie, hey, brother. You're doing a fantastic job. Alberta is...
Hey, I don't have my toque.
Roaring. We're going to get our own toques out here there, bro.
He's got one now.
Okay, hi. Yeah, Granty Bide. Hello, buddy. Gina, Diana Bissett. Diana, we're going to bring you on too there one of these days. You're so knowledgeable on what's going on in our politics. I want to bring you on. Tara Smith, hello. John Burassa, hey, brothers and sisters. John, another C3 member. Diana Bissett's also C3 member. Monique Kavanaugh, I'll watch after. Just making supper. Well, you go right ahead, Monica. You make supper. Diana Bissett's are, yeah, well, you know what? It's par for the course, I guess, to get attacked when you're good people.
Sit down.
Hello, Dominic Fletcher. Granty Bye. I told Roger I was getting carpal tunnel from hitting the damn like button so much. You're funny, Grant. You're hilarious. Eunice Bailey, hey, how's it going? Love those dogs, yeah?
Jeez.
No, Dominic Fletcher. Oh, who's this hater? Is this Dominic Fletcher? Is that you, Ryan?
No.
It says, do you know him?
Yeah.
He's saying you're gay, bro.
Yeah. He's coming out of the closet. That's his brother Jake's probably out there too.
Yeah, he says, yeah, you're a laborer, you work hard at making puppies. Shared good stuff in Messenger, yeah.
I teach those iron workers what to do.
No, you're saying Dan loves men. Okay, this guy's okay, he's hilarious. You should join C3, buddy, because we need comedy relief once in a while. Joni Clement, hi you young whippersnippers, yeah. Tracy Barron, hey bro. Roger, hello Patriot, yeah, he's the unknown Patriot. Roger on, hey bro. Grant Dubois, Jessica Terinsky, hey, how's it going? Denise Bailey, I'd love to know what his childhood was like. He's a very angry man, yeah, I know you're talking about Ryan Dean. And Pride
He was
too.
dropped on his head too many times.
John wants a toque too. Okay, watching from Ontario, Ricky Chiru, how's it going, bro? I can't see any of those comments, yeah, because probably everybody's got you blocked, Roger. So anyways, you guys got any questions for Dan while we got him here? We got a few minutes.
I'm out. Patriots, it was great meeting yous.
You're out? We're done?
Yeah, I'm done.
So
I'll go in the other room, you can.
you've met, well, we'll shut it down. This was all about just you guys meeting each other, Canada meeting Dan Unrau, and you got to say your thing. And this is, by the way, this guy here, this is Braun. This is one of Dan's dogs. This is Duke, that's my dog.
This is
And
my baby girl.
Grindle, that's, look at her. She's, I don't know if you can see her there. I don't think you can see her. There she is. That's Brindle. That's Braun's sister. And she's a big suck. Yeah, they're all sucks because you know what? We spoil our animals. And I'll tell you something. I've never met a person that owns a dog and is good to the dog. I've never met a person that has a dog that I didn't like. It seems to me that if you have the compassion to take care of an animal and enjoy the friendship of a pet like a dog, it seems to me anyways that you're a compassionate person and you care about other things. You know, if you can care about an animal, you can care about your country. And I've noticed that many pet owners are very caring type people. So, you know, and I'm not just saying that because I own a dog, but it's just an observation that I've made. It's true, you know. Look at Roger.
I fight for my dogs many times.
Yeah. Roger has got dogs. He's got cats. You know, almost all the Patriots. I mean, Annette Morrison has a raccoon.
Yeah, that's a had.
Yeah, I should probably let him go.
No, they came and got it.
Oh, yeah.
And I was talking to her one day about it.
No, yeah.
Just because I wanted to know how big it was, because since we see it, it was pretty big.
Yeah. Annette Morrison, that
She was pretty upset about that.
Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, she really loved that thing. Annette Morrison, she's the queen of Sons of Odin. And she was at the trailer
Another
at the
great
camping.
patriot.
Yeah, another great patriot. She was at the trailer park where we were staying. She came to our rally July 14th this summer. And yeah, she shows up with a raccoon. And I mean, this thing would go
Well
off.
behaved.
Yeah, it'd go off into the trees and do its own thing for, you know, hours. And when it was done, it would come back to Annette and go back in the car or whatever.
Yeah, or she called it and listened.
Yeah, she'd call it and it would listen. It was unreal. Actually, if you go, I don't know if those videos are still out there, but some of the videos we made this summer, we filmed that little raccoon. Cutest little thing. I forget what she called it there. Loki. Yeah, it was called Loki. And Duke, I know he always wants to play. Duke is 4 years old, but you'd swear to God he's still a pup. Duke wants to play all the time. Hey, Duke? So anyways, okay, so that was it. We wanted to introduce you to our Ontario president for C3, Dan Unrau. We're going to get Roger on sometime unknowingly. Don't worry, I'll get him on. So this is the first video of many to come, and we're going to be going across the country, and I'm going to be introducing you to all our leaders and many of the members who'd like to join me on video. I won't be able to do it live like this, obviously. Some of the local guys I can, but others are going to be, you know, I'll bring them in on the little corner screen there. Let them do their spiel. I'm looking forward to actually talking to all the members in this fashion and introducing them to our Canadian patriots. You know, like Diana has a lot to say about Max Bernier. So you know what? That'll open a great conversation when I talk to Diana. She's been following Max right from the beginning. She supports him fully, so you know you're going to get to make your argument with Diana right on video. That's going to be cool, actually. Because I don't know if you've.
I don't follow it much. I just hear some people say that we don't want to be dividing ourselves.
Oh
and
yeah.
hear others.
Oh man, there's two camps.
Max.
There's two camps on this topic. You know, some love Max, some don't. You know, they feel that it's dividing the vote. But the fact is, there should be no dividing. Support the one you feel that's going to do the best job. If it's Max, well,
he's the best of the evil.
It seems to be, anyways. I would say that Max, at this point, and we've got a year to make up our minds, but at this point, it seems to me, anyways, and this is my own personal opinion, and other C3 members might not share this opinion, and that's fine. But I feel he's the lesser of the four evils right now. I feel he's speaking mostly like what patriots want to hear. You know, many are accusing him of being a globalist. I've yet to see some real evidence of that. You know, it is what it is. What I do see, though, is if we elect Scheer, you're going to see another 4 years of mirror-like governing the Liberals have been doing. You're going to see, you know, the PC do exactly what the Libs have been doing. And, you know, people want a majority government. You know, they'd like the PC so they can really change stuff.
Right.
I don't believe in that either.
Stay upstairs.
Majority governments are what's ruining the country. You know, Libs have the majority government and they're like dictators. They do what they want. They have no opposition. And so, you know, they decide to flush the country down the toilet. They're doing it without much resistance. You need minority governments so that there's opposition, so that there's a debate before anything is decided. That's right. Before things are decided, before things are you know, put into law, they have to be properly debated, and all viewpoints have to be considered. So that's the problem right now: is a majority government. And electing a majority government to replace a majority government is not the answer. I really don't think so. You know, again, it's my personal opinion. You can take it or leave it. And I'm open to other people's opinions, and I'm reading other people's opinions, and it's still early in the game. We got a year. Let's see what Bernier brings to the table. Let's see if Scheer, you know, backtracks a little. Maybe, because he's saying he's going to bring in as many immigrants as what the Libs have. He's saying that, you know, he's going to endorse the United Nations. Well,
what,
you know,
legally, or is he bringing them through? He
hasn't. Scheer really is opposing the illegal immigration coming through the borders. He opposes it, but offers no solutions. He's not saying that he's going to stop it, or he's going to, you know, he's just saying, oh, it's not right, and these people should be vetted. But he's not saying, let's close our borders. That's what, you know, Bernier's saying, he's going to close the borders. Bernier's saying he wants to bring you know, 250,000 legal immigrants a year. Where Scheer they want to bring in 1 million as well, legally, but they're not planning on stopping the illegal ones. That's where there's a difference, I find, between Scheer and Bernier. Bernier, you know, I don't like that Bernier wants to bring in 1 million immigrants through the front door. I'm okay. I like that he's saying he's going to close the back door and stop the illegal immigrants. But 1 million immigrants over the next 3 or 4 years, legally, there's still too many. You know, and donating all these funds that we're donating to other countries, I don't get it.
Keep it in our country.
Well, how does a country that's 1 trillion in debt, how can a country so far in debt afford to give other countries money? You know, we're in the hole. How do you do that? You know, I haven't seen the poor people on the street, the beggars, and that's where we're at. We're basically beggars. We're 1 trillion in debt. I don't see the beggars on the street give the passerbys money. It's the other way around. You know, it's the passerbys that are helping the beggars out. And Canada is in a begging situation. When you're 1 trillion in debt, you're not in a good place, man, financially. You know, and then you're blowing the NAFTA deal. What happened? I mean, it's pathetic. You know. So, you're taking off? Okay, so anyways, we're done. We can ramble on all night. And keep watching as we bring on more C3 members for you patriots to meet. Thanks. Have a great evening.
Take care, Patriots.
And we'll see you later.